Well, speaking of that deal, if President Trump signs off, we're learning CENTCOM, in the meantime, launched new defensive airstrikes in southern Iran, intercepting attack drones near the Strait of Hormuz Wednesday. So joining me now is CEO for the Foundation of the Defense of Democracies, Mark Dubowitz. Mark, thanks for being with us here today. Let's together take a look at some of the bullet points of this 60-day agreement that is awaiting President Trump's approval. It includes opening the Strait of Hormuz. It remains unrestricted, and all mines would be removed within the next 30 days. The U.S. blockade would then be lifted. Iran would agree not to pursue a nuclear weapon, and talks begin on disposal of uranium and the cessation of any enrichment. If that all happened, Mark, then the U.S. would discuss sanctions relief and frozen funds, humanitarian aid, and so forth moving forward. I've always understood this to be a two-step process. This appears to at least be step one of the two-step process, revolving around opening the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah, well, that's right. I mean, that's the important phase one. The problem is you may never get to a phase two, depending on how much sanctions relief you give the Iranians and whether they believe the president has taken the military option off the table. I'm deeply skeptical we're going to get a phase two deal on the nuclear demands that President Trump rightly has. I mean, Iran has to fully dismantle its nuclear program, zero enrichment, zero reprocessing, give back all the enriched material, and open up its inspection sites to international inspectors for anytime, anywhere inspections. If we can get that deal, they get sanctions relief. But I'm deeply skeptical they'll give it, and I think they're just trying to string out another U.S. president the way they strung out President Obama and President Biden. I think President Trump's too smart for that.
I think that skepticism is probably well earned based upon the behavior of Iran in the past. On the other hand, they have not dealt with President Trump in this capacity, and he continues to surprise in his ability to get a deal. But let's just talk about the difficulty. So phase one, open the strait. Phase two, to your point, is the assurances that there will be no nuclear enrichment and the disposal of the nuclear dust, the dust for dollars type of situation that we've heard about. You turn over all of your nuclear materials, in exchange you get some form of sanctions relief. That would still, to your point, need to be verified, right? You'd have to have some